Hello, I'm Gigi Burke. I'm an emotional wellness expert, an embodiment guide, and career coach. And I help Black women making midlife career changes resolve the disconnects between what's in their hearts and what's going on between the ears so that they can make and sustain their desired changes with more ease. And all this month, I am celebrating emotional wellness because, well, it's National Emotional Wellness Month. And throughout the month of October, I'm going to be sharing quick videos that give you tips and tools and insights as to how you can optimize your emotional well-being, because that is the number one thing that's going to make the difference between you doing the work that lights you up or continue doing the work that just weighs you down. So, all this week, I started off by talking about self doubt and the different things that impact our self doubt. And today, I want to end it on a light note because talking about self doubt can feel heavy, it can feel depressing. It can be a drag sometimes to talk about it, but it needs to be discussed. So today, the focus, it's quite simple. It's really on being you. What contributes to our self-doubt is that we're trying to be everything except who we really are. We are constantly comparing ourselves to what someone else is doing. We're comparing ourselves to what the latest trends and polls says that we should or shouldn't be doing. We're comparing ourselves to what our culture and society dictates that we should or shouldn't be doing. And it's not that you don't take a look at that. It's, in fact, it's unrealistic to try and completely ignore all of that. But ultimately, you want to do what's right for you. And so, what contributes to that self doubt is when we're not connected to who we really are. And when you're connected to who you really are, then you're going to be able to better mitigate the effects of the self doubt that does come up. So, for to end out this series, or this part of the series that is, on slaying self-doubt, or this week of slaying self-doubt, what I want to, invite you to do is do this. The next time you are having the self-doubt and you're looking at who's doing what and how that's working out for them, or you're coming across the latest article that says to be successful, you need to do A, B, and C. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to ask, okay, but are those the right things for me to do? Are those the right things for me to do? And I really encourage you to sit and see what answer comes up for you. And this is going to be a little bit of a challenge because immediately we're going to want to go to our head and address it from an intellectual standpoint. I'm going to challenge you to go further than that, to really tune in and pay attention to your body, and to make it even easier for you, what's going on in your gut? What is your gut feeling on it? And the reason why I go to the gut is because it is an area of intelligence. And we have all had gut reactions to something at some point in our lives. So I want you to check in and do a gut check on this. And are those the right things for you to do? And I want you to check in, and what is your gut reaction telling you about that? And depending on the answer that you get, proceed accordingly. So, I hope that helps. This wraps up the series of Slaying Self-Doubt. Thank you so much for tuning in all this week. And next week, I'm going to start talking about self-care, another big topic that impacts us ladies in our emotional well-being. And so tune in starting next week on Monday. I'll be shooting some new videos and sharing some new content around self-care. And if you're still struggling with any of this stuff like we all are, and you're not sure what the next steps are that you want to take to do the work that really lights you up, come and let's talk about it. Let's see what the next steps are for you, regardless of where you are. If you're thinking about making your career change, if you are actively taking steps but you're stuck, let's talk and let's see what your next steps are to help you and you're under no obligation to work with me. I just want to help you, talk with you, and see what we can do to help you take your next step towards doing the work that really lights you up. And so if you're ready to do that, I will put the link in below where you can just schedule a time to do your compliment. It's a complimentary consult, and you can schedule a time to do that with me. And I would love to talk with you and see where you are and recommend a next step for you, regardless of where you're at and whether or not you choose to work with me or do something else. I just want you to be able to take that next step towards doing that work that truly lights you up. So, with that being said, I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I look forward to seeing you next week with all new videos talking about self care. Take care. Bye bye.